Okay, so FPL Game Week 5 is going to be a very tough game week. I don't know what to do, and I will tell you how not to do anything in this game week because it is not worth your effort. You don't need to make any transfers, you don't need to do anything that takes any of your transfers away, because you have to just back your strikers. And I think everyone has a good striker. Everyone either has Joao Pedro or Haaland or Gyokeres, and now you might have also brought in Alexander Isak, or you already have a KTK. Everything is fine. All the strikers are fine. Even if you have Waldemar, it is fine. Even if you have Sesko, even Sesko can score. So I don't think there is much to choose about strikers. Everyone can score. I think strikers will be the top scorers in this season. Midfield is basically Salah and Inshallah, because there is nothing I can tell you today that oh, this is for certain banker. Semenyo is going to go against Newcastle, who are defensively solid at least, and I don't think that there are any midfielders. You average as a non okay, Arsenal playing Manchester City. Even Manchester City has Rangers, but Rangers hasn't scored in a couple of game weeks, and it is not a banker for sure. Then you have players like Grealish. Now Grealish is playing Liverpool. Liverpool is playing Everton, which is not usually a high scoring affair. And usually you will see Van Dijk scoring in these kind of fixtures, or Tarkowski scoring. So it is better for defenders than it is for midfielders. And even Salah, if Salah can score, you have a 14.5 million worth midfielder. He should be able to score in these sort of games. So it is basically Salah and Inshallah in this game week. Cole Palmer against Manchester United can do something, but again, can you have your premium strikers, and can you have Salah, and can you have Cole Palmer? So that is tricky. That is why I don't know. But even if you have Cole Palmer, then that can be a positive for you. Defense, don't go for any defense. Liverpool versus Everton, I think Liverpool concedes a lot of goals, so they will concede. Everton will obviously concede. Tottenham are playing Brighton, and Brighton will definitely score against Tottenham. They always do, and they have a good. Although you can obviously back Tottenham's defense because they are much better in defense right now. Arsenal versus Manchester City, again, if you can't back Arsenal's defenders this game week, who will you back? Nottingham Forest, we know now that you cannot back their defenders. So basically, there is no defender to back this game week. Now I can show you my team also, what I'm going with. So I'm going with Van Dam and Virgil van Dijk, Alfieri. This was the defense I already had, and I'll go with this only. Dubravka or Vicario. Then I know I'm not getting any clean sheets by against all three. Against all three, no, like for even if I have any of these three players, so I'm fine with it. It is what it is. I have Livramento, who is playing Bournemouth, and I think Bournemouth might score. It is not a certainty, and Newcastle are away, so maybe Semenyo gets a goal, and that is how Semenyo will cost me points, because I don't have Semenyo. But I don't think I need to cost myself 4 points to take Semenyo in my team. I have Aberrachi as a who I am banking that if Manchester City gives space, Aberrachi as a likes playing against Manchester City. Lucas Paqueta, these are just, I have three midfield options who are just my budget options, because I don't think there are any midfielders who are worth having. Like, let's see, if I want to select a replacement for Jack Grealish, who I don't think will do much. See, you have Semenyo, then you have Enzo Fernandez. How can you back Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo? Then you have Zoe Mendy. These are all defensive midfielders. You cannot trust them. You can, like, this defensive contribution thing is okay, but I don't trust them to give me that many points. You have Burnley and Anthony. Who are Burnley playing this game week? They are playing Nottingham Forest. You can go with Anthony if you think that Nottingham Forest will concede a lot of goals. So this can be an option. Mo Salah basically hasn't played wonderfully in any of his games. And you have, and I can score against Liverpool. Gakpo, Gakpo, I don't think is that pleasing. And you see the type of options we have. We don't have those many good options. Even I bought Johnson, then he Thomas Frank dropped Johnson. So you don't have that many good options right now. So I don't think midfield is a big focus for me. Xhaka against Aston Villa, if he can do something, then it will be good. Basically, I have gone all out for the strikers. Isak plays or not, he will play one day, and then I'll take advantage of it. Maybe I have to play Rangers instead of Xhaka. That would be the good option, because I just thought that. But I don't know if Manchester City will score any goals against Arsenal, because they are so solid. And even if they score one, it might be through Haaland only. So that is why I am confused between Jack and Rangers. But yeah, okay, Rangers is more threatening, so I'll play Rangers. This looks a better midfield, but I don't expect anything. I don't expect anything from my defense. I just expect something from my strikers. Gyokeres has already scored a hat trick against Manchester City, and if Arsenal are in the mood, then Gyokeres will score, because Manchester City look like a defense that are prone to strikers doing well against them. Sort of a ball over the top, and I can see Gyokeres scoring a goal or two. Maybe they will concede a penalty or something, and then Gyokeres is on penalties also. So Saka might be back, but I don't think he will start. Might be on the bench. Odegaard might be on the bench also. So Arsenal will have their full strength team soon, and I think to go with this Arsenal trio for the long term is beneficiary, because Gyokeres is going to play a lot of games. He played against Athletic Club as well, so looks like he will also play this game. But if he does not play, then I have Livramento. But even if Gyokeres does not play, he will come from the bench. So I'm not really pleased by this team, but I just need to survive this game week. So if Gyokeres scores a goal, if Grealish finds an assist, if Virgil van Dijk scores a goal, like that's 30, 40, 40, 45 points, I think should be enough. If I see if I see the points of players who are doing well, if I show you the team, they have David Raya. Now he cannot be sure about David Raya. He cannot be sure about Pedro Porro. Although Pedro Porro will have some attacking benefits, but I don't think. Like yeah, Pedro Porro also not good for defense. Julian Timber, David Raya basically backing Arsenal defense. Yeah, maybe if it can happen that we can keep a clean sheet against anybody basically, but still, and sometimes Arsenal versus Manchester City is very tactical, so it might end with 1-0 or 0-0. Yes, Guehi, Crystal Palace is playing against Sunderland. Are they playing Sunderland? No, I don't think they're playing Sunderland. They played Sunderland. They are playing West Ham. Yeah, Crystal Palace defense, maybe you can go with Guehi. But again, I think West Ham will score. Crystal Palace have not conceded a goal for a long time. When have they conceded last? Against. It is not showing the fixtures. Okay, anyway. So Elanga has got Grealish. He also has Grealish, the menu. So basically, you see, the midfield is very cheap. Everyone has a cheap midfield, and then you go all out for the strikers. So that is Spursiness. What a bad name. Okay, anyway, I'm an Arsenal fan, that is why I'm saying that. But yeah, basically that is the thing, and you will also look to play the bench boost, so you should. Like I have Goodmanson also who can do well, Xhaka, Dubravka, Livramento. So there is scope, but maybe probably next game week or next to next game week I'll think of playing the bench boost, because I have a good bench, and you should ensure that you always have a good bench this season, because you have 2 chips, so you can play bench boost twice. So these are the things, and for this game week basically you have to sorry, what happened? Sorry. So basically this game week, keep your hopes low. make sure one or two players you have they do well, and that is all you can hope for this game week, because I'm not too positive about this game week. Let's see what happens.